sure as Nuggets fans, you had the same feeling. At some points during the game, you're like, what is this? What are they doing right now? And then they took control late. How would you?
They've kind of done that over a number of games during this win streak, but they're winning.
Do you think, Demps, I'll start with you. The Nuggets play with their food sometimes because they know they're better. They know that food is going to be eaten, and it's only a matter of time.
Here's what I think. I think that the Nuggets are they're just a struggling defensive team trying to find their way right now. And when you are that, what happens in these games is that you have these moments, or maybe just chunks within the course of the game, where the other team scores and it's a run, and now you look like you don't have control of a game that maybe you should have control of. The Nuggets came out in this game and they got out to a big lead, but then defensively they wavered a little bit. Utah was able to get it back into a space before Jamal made a bunch of shots late, and they did as a team. I just think that you lose Peyton Watson in this game. Mm-hmm. He's one of your better defensive players. You don't have Spencer Jones in this game. The Nuggets are really the sum of their parts. They genuinely are. Yeah. And if those parts are gone, and you have these, you have absolute gaps in what they can do, and it's really showing up defensively.
But you keep waiting for them to put that defensive product on the floor, and they lose.
But they keep losing players, and so you can never do that in the way that you want to.
Well, defense is energy and effort. I mean, you got to get after it. Here's what I think. I think during this 7-game win streak, they're averaging 127 points a game. Yeah. They just figure they can score anytime. Whatever. Yeah. All right, let's play a little hope they miss, but we can score the.
I got that same impression. They just know they're the better team. Yeah. They know they're going to outscore them. I mean,
but they got to play D in the playoffs, or you're going to be done.
I agree, but this team is coming off a 93-point defensive effort against the Golden State Warriors. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know where they're trending, but look, 93. 117 here. You play decently enough in that second half to get it done. I'm not saying that this is a finished product team, but what I am saying is sometimes your defensive personnel matters. If you look at the good defensive teams in this league, show me all the good defensive players on those rosters. I promise you that's what's happening. The Nuggets have good defensive players. None of them have been able to stay on the court, for significant enough periods of time, and it's really been to the detriment of that team.
Save the good stuff for the postgame show.
Oh, we're not in the postgame show?
No, not yet. I mean, we have to go to a commercial break. When we come back, Nuggets postgame live. We'll show you what happened tonight in Utah. We'll hear from the coach and get you updated on the injuries to 2 Nuggets reserves. More baby races, please. Fun. Was that the halftime show? No, they had cheerleaders at halftime.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, the Nuggets sweep the Utah Jazz. They've now won 10 in a row over Utah. That's the longest win streak against Utah in this long rivaled history. And with that win tonight, the Nuggets make it 7 straight. It ties a season high. And with that win tonight, the Nuggets win their 25th road game, which also ties a franchise high. They have 1 game to break that record. That's the last game of the season in San Antonio. Welcome to Nuggets Postgame Live. Vic Lombardi, Bill Hansick, Chris Dempsey. Our friend Heather, who goes to all our postgame shows, says, tell Demps his tie is crooked and her OCD can't take it. So fix Dempsey's crotch. Fix that. Thank you very much.
It's just how it gets. It's just how it gets. It's just how it gets when I have to battle you guys.
This is what the Nuggets had to do in the fourth quarter.
Demps, we got to get a Gillette sponsorship because he doesn't know how to shave.
I miss some whiskers. Yeah,
you left half of it over on one side.
I miss some whiskers. All right, let's start with. It's never pretty when you find out that guys have injuries, and the Nuggets have battled injuries all season long. And then when guys have to leave the game because those injuries aren't fully healed, well, first of all, Tim Hardaway looked like he knocked knees with somebody, so he left the game, did not return. Peyton Watson, that's the one, guys, I'm worried about Peyton. That's hamstring tightness. What does that mean, Hans?
I don't know. I never got a hamstring hurt, but sometimes back issues lead to hamstring issues.
And look, I'm sure he was told, you feel any little twinge of anything, you tell the training staff immediately so that we can get you out of the game and get you right, so that you don't have to miss a big chunk of time. Look, the game before, Aaron Gordon didn't even start that game because of calf tightness. And so he played in this one. Obviously, Spencer Jones went out in that game. Zeke Naji also went out in that game. So injuries have just been an issue for this basketball team all season long. You think that we got a few moments of the Nuggets being whole. We're now back to the Nuggets not being whole, and it's just too bad.
And you hope for the best, but is it me, or did AG look a little tentative? Like he didn't want to trigger something bad.
AG had a total half speed all game.
You know, like,
and especially after Peyton goes out,
exactly.
and it's probably like, maybe. I can just, not dial it.
But they have enough to beat a team like Utah, and with that win, let's take a look at the latest Western Conference standings, because the Nuggets are well on their way to that 4 seed. What's at stake? Presented by STK Steakhouse. 49-28, 7-game win streak. They're still 2 games behind the Lakers, really, because the Lakers have a tiebreaker.
Yep.
But they still maintain that lead over the Rockets and the T-Wolves. Home court in the first round certainly would be a good get at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the Nuggets have 6 games left, and 5 of them are at home.
Yep.
But they do play the Spurs and OKC at home.
Yeah. They're starting to look like they're a 4 seed to me, and they'll get that first round home series.
Wait, is it 6 games left or 5 games left? I think it's 5.
They got 1 on the road. They play at San Antonio, and 5 at home.
I think it's 5.
You better do your math real quick. They got 5.
And while you guys are doing math, I'm going to talk about them winning 7 straight games.
They have 5 games left, 5 games remaining. They've got 4 in a row at home, and then the finale's on the road at San Antonio.
Yeah, and that always could be, I mean, who knows what? I mean, does it mean anything at all?
Yeah, it might not. I mean, we definitely will know, because San Antonio continues to be 2 games behind the Oklahoma City Thunder, even though they have won so many games. Yeah. Oklahoma City also never loses. So
you know what's interesting about, though? Spurs have won that series.
Yeah, I mean, they have the tiebreaker, but are they going to catch them?
Tell me I'm wrong right now. Tell me I'm wrong. They're going to play. The Nuggets are playing San Antonio on Saturday. San Antonio has a lot to play for.
Yeah, so we should see the full crew on Saturday.
Don't you think that's a good thing for the Nuggets right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, everybody who says, hope they rest. No, I hope the Nuggets. I hope they're
go at it. You could meet them in playoffs easily.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, and for me, it fits into the exact same framework as today's game, which is now you're playing another team with a really good athletic guard, similar offensive styles when they play 5 out, but also Victor Wembanyama on the court. What are you doing defensively? You need to see every iteration of offense that you can see so that you understand how you want to operate, so that you can get yourself in a space where you can communicate and effort and do all the things to get yourself in a good defensive space. So yeah, they should play San Antonio at full strength. And so yeah, they should play the Oklahoma City Thunder at full strength and every other team hopefully on their schedule because they need it defensively.
Totally agree. Jamal Murray was the story tonight. He started the game hot, finished hot. In fact, he made the first 3 buckets of the game, which were 3-pointers. 90 seconds into the game, Utah was forced to call a timeout. He finishes with 10 threes, fellas, 10 of 16 from distance, 37 points.
Unbelievable. Jamal had that feeling going, and big in the first and really big again. So hit some big shots in the fourth. Utah was slightly in this game, and said nope.
He's just making all the shots off the time. What a season for Jamal. They needed him to go 37 because the Nuggets offensively in this game, I mean, look, they had
130, but they're up and down.
Yeah, correct. And so you kind of needed a stabilizing force offensively, and Jamal Murray definitely was that guy.
All right, Nuggets, get it done in